Good morning, my friends. Welcome to Recovery with Patrick. I'm glad you're with us today. Let's have a cup of coffee. Let's talk about Soren Kierkegaard. There's a name that just rolls off the tongue, right? Um, I've always liked Kierkegaard, even though he's a little bit hard to get through sometimes. And this morning's my morning to talk about philosophers. So, real famous quote by Kierkegaard, and I've written about him a lot lately, he's been on my mind a lot. Um, that life can only be, let me try this again. And I'm going to read this to make sure I get the quote right because I love the quote. It's a great quote. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. So, what does that mean? That means our past can be instructive and informative, but we don't live there anymore, right? I don't live in that house anymore. The chaos, the violence, all that difficult stuff. I don't live there anymore. Life can only be lived forwards, right? So, sometimes the unknown, what's going to happen next, can be difficult. And I talk all the time about not scripting out future events. Let's not do that. Let's be fully present. What's going to happen is what's going to happen, right? Because, and I always say this, that I don't know about you, but me, when I script out future events, it's never anything positive, right? Be present, right? Let it unfold as it's going to unfold. And that's giving up some control, right? That's hard for us. So, um, life can be understood backwards, but it can only be lived forward. So that means take that next step. Let's continue to move forward. And this is important because, that all the old memes and quotes and stuff, there's a reason the rearview mirror is smaller than the windshield, right? Because I'm not living back there anymore. I'm not driving back there. And if I spend all my time looking in the rearview mirror, I'm not looking forward, right? I'm not looking at what's coming next. The old, and I can do this all morning. It was just a lesson, not a life sentence, right? We can't spend our days and our times thinking about the what ifs, couldas, wouldas, shouldas, right? Where we're at now, right? And I talked about Nietzsche earlier this morning. I'm just going to bring him in again, amor fati, right? Love your fate. Um, this morning on my gratitude list, I put my addictions. I'm grateful for them. And I genuinely am because it has pushed me to understandings that I wouldn't have had otherwise. I'm grateful for my alcoholism, for my addictions, for all of it, because I'm where I'm at now because of it. So have a great day. Like and subscribe. Let us know how we can help. And all my best friend. And you be good to you, my friend.